I'm going to perform the banded squat. Two of the most common compensation patterns I see when somebody squats is one, falling forward or flexing their trunk, bringing their chest down as opposed to sitting back into their hips. And secondly, as they come down in their squat pattern, knee valgus. The knees come in, push forward, both of which, quick fix. Take a pull-up assisted band, anchor it to a wall. We're going to step into the band, so you want to get the band comfortable behind your knees. You're going to take a couple big steps back until you feel some tension trying to pull you forward. You're going to get in your squat stance. It's going to depend on the length of your femur, the structure of your hips. Get into a hip to shoulder width stance that feels comfortable for you. Remember, when we squat, we want the feet rooted in. We want to practice that tripod foot position where we're keeping the weight even on the base of the big toe, the base of the pinky toe, in the heel. Once we get our feet rooted in position, we're in our comfortable stance. You're going to sit up nice and tall. You can take the hands into a goblet position. And remember, when we squat down, we're going to keep our head and chest up. We're going to think about sitting down and back into our hips by pushing through the back pockets, but not leaning forward. So as we sink down into the squat, we're going to make sure we stay tall. When we get towards the bottom of the pattern, you're going to push out against the band without unrooting your feet. We're going to maintain that tripod position. And when you squat properly, your spine should be running roughly parallel to your tibia. And then we're going to practice the sandwich technique to just really reinforce the glute and core engagement at the top. When we pull the belly button in, we squeeze the glutes, but we do not hyperextend the low back. We're going to lock it in a nice straight line. So I take a nice big breath in, sit down and back into your hips. As we get into the bottom of the pattern, we start pushing the knees out so we can get into that deep pocket of the squat without compensating. We're going to squeeze the glutes. We're going to grab into the floor for 3, 2, 1. We're going to stand nice and slow into the sandwich technique. This is going to fix any issues that you have falling forward. Maybe you're tight in your low back erectors. Maybe you're not engaging the back of your hips, your glutes at the bottom, which is why the knees are falling in. And it's going to force that perfect squat pattern every single time. And that is how you do the banded squat.